I was like, what the hell? I didn't know they pushed him that hard, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So he wins in like 2 minutes squash match with DDS, which is a DDT that they call DDS, and the headache comes back for me, and they play a song, and that's that. That's literally it.
Yeah.
But I guess I'll just lump this in with like this segment. But Todd Pettengill, the backstage guy or the microphone guy, like basically the new Mean Gene. He lays out, like, there's a backstage thing, and he lays out the card for In Your House in 2 weeks. So you got Diesel and Michaels against Owen and Yokozuna for the titles. Razor versus Dean Douglas. Brett versus Jean-Pierre Lafitte, a.k.a. PCO, which I thought was cool to see him.
Yes.
Bam Bam versus Bulldog. And Savio Vega versus Waylon Mercy. No idea who Waylon Mercy is. But
you know who Waylon Mercy is?
Who?
Did you notice his shirt he was wearing?
It was Hawaiian, I think, was it?
Bray Wyatt. The original theme,
Wow.
Waylon Mercy used that song. So I think, the idea for him, as far as I've read, was he was supposed to be Bray Wyatt.
Wow, dude. That's actually pretty progressive for like back then.
Yeah, definitely.
Big idea. That's probably why it didn't work, because it was probably too soon. But
Yep.
And also, he's not Bray, so.
Yeah, well, who is?
Who is Pow? So, yeah, that was squash match into... honestly, the card for In Your House is pretty good. I'm sure... Like, I don't know. We haven't really talked about this, but I'm sure we might review the pay-per-views just because...
Yeah, I think we can
just
do that.
I feel like we should because, it keeps everything relevant. But
Plus,
it'll actually give us, like, matches to watch instead of yank 'em. So...
yank 'em.
Dude, I cannot believe that he became Kane.
It's so... Yeah.
I'm so happy for him because, God, dude, he had to play a dent.
Yeah.
His theme song was a drill, dude.
And it's weird because he has the same moveset. He chokes
does.
him. He did the same elbows.
Dude, and he's like, who looks at him and is like, dude, he should be a dent. He's cut. Like, he is a big dude. Like, he's in a phenomenal shape. And they made him a dentist.
Oh, make him a dentist, pal.
Make him a dentist, pal. It'll sell, I swear. All right, so last segment of Nitro, I guess, right?
Yes, our main event is the World Championship Hulk Hogan versus the challenger Lex Luger. I actually thought this was a pretty good story for
I did too.
The two guys that were in it. The man versus the new man coming out of WWF. You had the power moves, flexing. Both of them did like no selling spots. I thought it was pretty good. What did you think about this? Because again, I'm like you. I am not a big Lex Luger fan at all. But watching this so far,
I know, like it's weird.
Pretty good.
Maybe I don't know. Like we'll get to it, but maybe he just got booked poorly because like right now he's got some good booking behind him and he's got some momentum. And dude, he can move in the like. Both of them were like running like fast. They were doing I can't remember the last time I saw Hogan do a suplex.
True. Yeah.
There was power slams. Hulkster did a drop toe hold at the beginning of the match. I wrote that down. I was like, holy shit, like he's wrestling. But yeah, it was good, dude. Like I thought that it did the story well. It like you said, it showcased them both. So it's like, oh, we got old Hogan against new Hogan. It's like, you know what I mean? It really played to you're the new guy, but I'm still here kind of thing. Because their movesets, like, honestly, are really similar. It's just
they're very similar guys.
The finish of Luger has a submission and Hogan has a leg drop. So, but, not a lot of people kick out of either of them because it's Luger and Hogan. So. But, yeah, I liked it until, obviously, But it was cool. It was cool. I didn't have any problems with it. Like I said, they were moving fast. I've never seen Luger move that way, or Hogan, so... It just goes to show, like, if you book a guy with momentum, like you can get behind anything. And I think, like, I've never, like you said, we've never liked Luger, but for some reason I'm like into him right now. So,
yeah. So the finish, and here we go again. First off, I'll say I never liked the torture rack.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's doing anything.
It's really weird.
It like I'm sure it does stuff, but it looks weird. So. I think what he should do, actually, I forget what, I read this somewhere, I was listening to a podcast, someone said he should have just made the torture rack into, like, a Death Valley driver or something. You know how awesome that would have been?
Yeah.
Like, if he just slammed him after that?
Yeah.
But, I noted, too, because of the finish, like, so, Luger gets him in the torture rack, right? And what if they like fake? Hogan didn't tap, but dude.
Yeah, so they usually, I think it was a tap. Usually.
Yeah.
Or they would wave their arm at the ref, and then the ref would ring the bell. But this case, Nick Patrick is checking his arm like it's a sleeper hold.
Yep.
So he did twice, and then he picked it up the third time. Lex dropped him because he thought
he won
the third, and it was over, and he won, but he didn't.
And then it happened so weird, oddly too, because like I'm watching it, and I didn't like because the announcers are putting it over like Luger. It was so confusing. It was another one of those WCW things that are confusing. Like I'm just like I don't know what's happening. So,
but there's no winner declared because we can't get to that point because the Dungeon of Doom runs in.
Yep, and also
the bell rings, but not the last match because Scott Norton couldn't kick out because one of the Dungeon of Doom members was laying on his legs.
Because there's no rules. They don't have rules, bro. Dude, I noted too. Like I was like. I put what the fuck happened. Hogan doesn't. I said Hogan doesn't lose. That's what is what I said. Like because like there's no way either of them were taking like because it was so bad, dude. And I put this down too. I thought this was important. When the Dungeon of Doom ran in, right as they ran in, Heenan said, "This is the kind of thing I don't understand," and it sounded like he genuinely was like, "Why?"
Yeah.
I was like, dude. I'm like, I get you. Like I feel the same way. But I mean, once again, they got to set up War Games because War Games is literally Sunday.
Yes,
so they got to set that up somehow.
Right. So post match, and I got to tell you, this section of the show, I loved this for various reasons. So Hogan's on the mic, and this is Mean Gene, right?
Yeah.
In the middle of it all, yeah. So Hogan's on the mic, and this is hysterical. He's like, "Vader's out. Why didn't the Dungeon of Doom attack you, Lex Luger?" Right?
Yep.
Like, I don't trust you. I have no trust. And then Macho gets on the mic.
Dude, for no reason.
Yeah, just out of nowhere. He goes, "That goes double for me. I don't trust him either."
I told you he had an ulterior motive. That's what he said that. And at one point, I don't remember what was said. He goes, "Exactly."
Oh, yeah, Sting. Sting goes, how did he put it? I get a vote and I vote yes, and you get a vote too, or something. And Macho goes, exactly.
Like, but it wasn't exactly like exactly or something.
So yeah, dude. So Macho said that, and then Sting goes, like stating the obvious, the voice of logic, the only guy in there thinking, right? He goes, "I say we put Lex on the team because Vader's out."
Yep.
Macho still has a problem with it, and then Hogan goes, "Are you saying to Sting, are you saying that Lex should be our fourth?" And Sting actually goes, "Yes."
It was great because it was like a real conversation that you could see. Like if you're like watching a fight on the side of the road, that's what it was basically. Like if you're walking down a street and you see four dudes like trying to figure something out, that's what it was like. Like Sting was the only guy with a level head because Macho's losing his shit. He's like, yeah. He's like, like dude, it was no. It was so great, dude. Like I loved this so much. It was a great like ending to the show. But it was great because Hogan, like when Hogan said that, "Are you saying blah blah blah?" Like he stepped up to Luger. It looked like they were gonna fight, and Sting had to push him away again. It was so good.
Yeah, and that's how it was set up because Hogan said he said yes, and then Lex then said, "I'll do it. I'll fight with you guys side by side, whatever, fist by fist."
Yep.
But I want that title shot. And then that's when Macho goes, "See, I told you he's got
ulterior motives." Like he said the most unique shit right there. It was so
it was gold.
He's great, dude. Him alone makes me want to watch Nitro every week. Like
yes.
But I'm not gonna lie, this segment alone gets me hyped for Fall Brawl. Like I'm like,
it did its job.
I want to see this, even though they're wrestling the Dungeon of Doom, bro. Like that's crazy that I actually want to see this. You know what I mean?
Yep. It's like an all-star team, and you need to see it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was.
I thought it was a great way to end the show. To be honest, like
it's the go home show. That's what you're supposed to do, right?
Yep. Exactly. All right, you ready for
back over to Raw? Let's see how we end.
All right, so this is like a 15-minute match, or it's 8 minutes, I guess, but it seemed like a 15-minute match because there was commercial breaks and stuff. And Shawn Michaels, it took him about 6 minutes to get in the goddamn ring. I don't know why, because he's Michaels, but so we got the final Well, it's not really. There's like another segment, but it's basically all one thing. So we got Psycho Sid versus Michaels, which, by the way, Psycho Sid looks like a star, dude. He's huge. And he's athletic. So Sid's like already in the ring, and they go to this guy. It's so dated. He's selling a Shawn Michaels hat and glasses.
Oh.
For $25, you can get this. It's like a replica. And it's, if you dial 1-800-TITAN-91,
I wrote it down. 1-800-TITAN-91.
And it's like, dude, it was so 95. And then Michaels, of course, has to strip and dance. Like, I don't know why, dude. In my like later age right now, he's kind of annoying. But then they have the match, and I'm like, okay, like, he's Shawn Michaels. I'm like, maybe he has a right to be annoying, kind of thing. It wasn't anything great, I didn't think, but it was fine. So I'll just break it down quick. Also, they went backstage before he got in the ring. He was like, Shawn did like this quick, shitty audio promo once again, where he's saying something. I don't know what he's saying, and he gets scared by a ladder. He's like, ooh. And it's just corny. It doesn't need to happen.
Yeah, he's walking by the ladder. Ooh.
He's like, ooh. Like, the audio's horrendous. He's Zebra Michaels because he's wearing all zebra, like, print. Basically, Michaels is a house of fire. There's like a failed sunset slip, drop kick, jumping clothesline. Weird spot. Did you see the spot where Sid like lost Michaels?
Yes.
He's like, what? Yeah. I was like, okay, I marked that down. And then he did like a sunset flip. Sid left the ring like 8 times. He was healing it up, but it took him like 2 minutes to get back in the ring each time. It was easily like a 10 count, I thought. But it was kind of an annoying match at first. So they did like a lot of Sid won't go down. Michaels does his like signature spot over the rope after he gets Irish whip. And then he comes back, but he gets Sid gets out of the ring again with a drop kick. And there's a big rest hold, and there's like a spine buster. Sid takes control. They do like the cartoony stupid kick thing. Do you remember? You know what I'm talking about? Michaels is like
when Shawn oversold it.
Yeah, Shawn Sid kicks him in the corner. Shawn oversells it.
Yeah, so he's on the top rope.
He's laying
over
like
the corner.
Like, yeah, and he literally
kicks him, and he's like jumping like off the.
And I'm just like, okay, dude. I'm like, that's unnecessary. And then Sid clotheslines him. So then we go to commercial, even though it's taped. And for some reason, we come back after other stuff happened, which I don't understand. It's taped. Just let us see the whole match, kind of thing. So Shawn's out of the ring. We come back. He's in the ring. So I'm like, I don't understand. But when he's outside the ring, DiBiase's kicking him because I guess DiBiase's Sid's manager, but they didn't even tell us that until halfway through the match. Like, did you know DiBiase was his manager?
No, I didn't notice. I didn't notice him.
I literally didn't notice he was there until he kicked Shawn. So we get, dude, this was actually pretty crazy. They chain wrestled, and Sid like kipped up like Shawn would, and he hit a choke slam, and I was like, dude, I'm like, holy shit. Mm-hmm. And Lawler said, we got a new champ, like twice, and I thought like actually that was pretty cool. Powerbomb attempt, but got reversed. Michaels fires back. He does his forearm spot, and then he like does some stupid punches on the ground, and then did a flying crossbody, which was a near fall, and Sid immediately gets back up, doesn't sell at all. Literally just jumps back up after kicking out at 2.5. And then we get 3 garbage super kicks from Shawn for the win. Like, he missed 2 of them. Yep. He kicked him in the gut, missed it. Tried to kick his shoulder, missed him. And then he hit his... The third one wasn't bad. He hit, like, the Sweet Chin Music, and he won. I literally put first 2 look like dog shit. And then Shawn wins in, like, 8 minutes.
I literally had to go back and watch it because I thought to myself, does he slap his thigh when he does it? Guess what? He did it on all 3. He slaps his thigh.
Yep.
I don't remember him doing that.
I thought he only did it on like the big ones, but I guess
Nope, he did.
He's definitely the first guy that started doing that, I feel like.
Yep, I think so. But Sid, I was never a Sid Vicious fan, especially in WCW.
Yeah.
And he I can't remember who it was, but it was one of the War Games matches where he picked somebody up and plastered their head off the cage and really hurt somebody. It was like a really stupid thing. Apparently he is like a very stupid guy. Like, he's not smart in the ring and stuff. Interesting. But in this match, I thought he looked okay. Like, he looked like a killer. And
yeah,
when he did that kip up, good. I was like, whoa.
And the choke slam too, dude. You got height on it. You got Michaels, the best seller in the game.
Yeah.
/ best worker right now. So that helps. But
so when you coming off the original Luger promo,
yeah,
at the mall show, him saying, I don't want to play with the kids, I want to play with the big boys.
Yeah.
after seeing Michaels tonight.